Okay, that's why I handed out the graph paper. So on number one, Allison, what is the coordinates for point A? Number one, what are the coordinates for point A? Say Allison. She didn't hear you, so we'll give her. Wow. Okay, Claire's not on the page yet, so we'll go Pearson. What are the coordinates for B?
-3, 2.
-3, 2. Luke, what are the coordinates for C? Coordinates for C.
-5, 2.
Close.
-5, negative.
There you go.
Good job, Luke.
Okay, Katie, what are the coordinates for D?
Does that say 7 and 8 or 7 through 18?
7 through 18.
0 minus
7 to
4.
37.
Okay, yep. We're not going right or left, so it's 0, -4.
She did believe it.
Okay, on number 2, you're supposed to graph those 4 points. Notice there are 4 points, not 3 points there. A lot of people will get that wrong. Okay, number 3 says state the quadrant. So, do you guys remember what the quadrants were? Where's number 1 at? Let's put it that way. 1, where's 2? Left, okay. And then it just goes counterclockwise. So, let's see, we're at Triton.
Yes, sir.
W, I'm reading number 3. W says -3, -3. What quadrant would this be?
That would be the third.
Third quadrant. Left 3, down 3. Third quadrant.
I don't know if I should do this sign or this sign or this one.
We should do what we're doing right now. Okay, X. -10. Draven, where? No. I just drew this so we have something to look at. Draven, where's -10 at?
Wait, no. Second.
Second quadrant. -10, +4. Somewhere over there. Second quadrant. Let's see. Wentworth, what?
I'm gonna put
Okay. Where is 3,9 at? Did I put the right number?
first.
Yeah, positive, that's first quadrant. And then Wyatt, where is 0,2 at? Oh, I forgot to label this one. Well, it's not in a quadrant. What's this line right here called? X-axis. So that means this is the y-axis. So where is 0,2 at?
Is the x-axis.
Nope. 0 means
0
we're not going right or left.
is
This is up 2. So this is the y-axis.
No.
Not surprised.
0, 2. Wait a minute.
Okay, we are not doing number 4. Do you guys notice that? 7 is the next one. Am I helping you guys with this one?
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah, 7. Let's see. Bella, do you remember what the domain meant?
Wasn't domain the X?
Yes. So on number 7, Bella, what? Shh. Hush. What is the domain?
-7, -3, -2, 1, 3, 5, and 8. I don't know.
Lots of them. She just listed off the x values. Okay. Then Bella, go ahead and tell me the range too.
The range 5, 4, 3, 7, 8, 6, and 5. -2.
Okay. If 5 is mentioned twice, do we need it twice?
No. Can we slow down? Just real quick.
basically just copying numbers down from number 7.
I know, but that's what I'm doing.
It'd be faster to look in your book than copy it off the board. You don't have to look up.
Today's telling me. 4, 3, 7, 8, 6.
I can remember things better when I say them out loud too. I imagine you guys are the same.
Yeah.
I didn't really have singing.
Maybe they'll get it
Yeah,
now.
singing is better than that. But please do not.
Is what?
Singing,
not.
singing is easier to remember. That's why, we do the alphabet as a song. No? Okay.
All right.
Are they asking is it a function? No. Number 8 says draw a mapping of G,
Diagram G.
which is number 7. So what was mapping? Do you guys remember this?
No. Isn't that weird oval?
The ovals. So I'm not doing this one, but you're gonna need a pretty big oval because look how big the domain is. And another
That looks
oval.
like a P.
And then you're gonna need another oval
That looks like a
for the range. And remember, you have to draw the arrows from the domain to the range.
Why did I just scroll up now? Try it. I don't need altitude.
Okay. Number 9 is relation G, which is number 7.
I literally
Shh,
number
stop
8.
talking, please. I'm not giving you time. Is relation G a function?
Wait, are we not finishing 7?
We finished 7. I'm just talking about number 8. Bella, what do you think?
It is a function
How could you tell it was a function?
because the domain doesn't have multiple of the same one.
Right. X can only go to one value, so if an X repeats itself, it's going to 2 different values. So she said yes, it is a function because the X's don't repeat.
Yes, right.
And she was right.
Did we
Okay.
skip number 5?
Hmm?
Did we skip number 5?
Yes. We are going from 3 to 7.
No. 13.
Okay. I'm going to be helping you with a few evens because a few of them are weird. Like number 10, for example. It says, is relation y equals 3 a function?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to actually be learning this kind of next chapter. I feel like they should not have put it in this one, but that's okay. It's not going to be on the test, but think of this as a preview for next chapter, okay? Okay, they did not ask us to graph it, but I kind of need to explain it. Where is y equals 3 at on the graph?
Up 3.
Up 3. So it's not only right there, it's actually right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. Because this is like 1, 3, 2, 3, negative 1, 3. These all have y values of 3, including decimals and fractions. So really it's like this line. Okay, the question that they actually asked though is this a function?
Yes.
You guys remember the vertical line test? Does it pass the vertical line test? Yes. So you guys are correct. If it only hits the graph one time at any vertical line, oh, that's good. Then it is a function. Is that open?
Yeah.
No, that's completely open. Well, basically completely.
I don't know, Leo. What is that?
Yeah, but what is that? What's what?
Okay, number 11. Make a table of at least 5 ordered pairs. This is what we've done the most this chapter for 3x equals 5, y equals 3x minus 5.
Oh, that little circle square
Is
thing.
it a function? So what do they mean? Make a table of 5 ordered pairs. The XY table. What could we put over here?
One.
Whatever we want. Okay.
Closest to zero.
'Cause
-2, -1, 0, 1, 2.
Okay, you could do that, but you guys tend to make fewer mistakes when there's no negatives. So I'm gonna use these 5.
That's true.
You make fewer mistakes
I heard
when there's no
Bless you.
negatives. Then why'd you say
I
what?
don't know why.
She's angry.
Okay, you can use -2, blah, 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 but these will probably be easier. So if I plug in 0 for x, what am I gonna get? 3 times 0 minus 5. 3 times 1 minus 5. 3 times 2 minus 5. 3 times 3, 9 minus 5. And 3 times 4, 12 minus 5. Okay, a lot of times they made us graph these, but they're not doing that yet. Later on we will graph. Is it a function though? A lot of these questions I ask, is it a function? Yeah, each x value has like one y value. It's, yeah. It is a function. I probably shouldn't say this because I might jinx us, but I feel like this test will be easier.
No, don't say that.
Ooh.
Did I just ruin it for you
Yes,
guys?
you did. That's not real.
So now if you guys,
Just smile at
If
her.
we fail the test.
so now if you don't do well, you can blame me.
I wouldn't blame you only because
I
these
would.
guys could do better, and it isn't because of you. Excuse me.
It's not.
Can we get her?
Wow, I didn't know
Your
what she
face
said.
Glockenspiel
I feel it offended her.
I'm
From
from
Austria.
The teacher, right?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't
Okay.
say the X up top. I would
On
say the X up top.
number 13, oh, by the way,
Said you're too white
on number 12, it says if f of x, read number 12.
for me.
Yes, pay attention. If f of x equals 2x minus 3, find f of 4. What do they mean by f of 4? You too, Kinsey. Pay attention. Yes, they just mean what's the function f equal when x is 4. So all you have to do is plug in 4.
That'd
I
be
thought
5.
you were on 13.
It'd be 5.
Come on.
It's because you weren't listening.
I wa-
Right.
Yes.
Let's go.
13. When no domain is stated for a function, what is the assumed domain? Everything, and what do we call everything? All real numbers.
Oh, it's that weird little.
You can write all real numbers, but yeah, that's the easy way to do it.
I put everything in there.
That's fine. Okay, who are we at? Where did we stop?
Don't know.
Draven, maybe? No, what? No.
You
Eleanor.
kinda just went around the room.
We're in Eleanor. Okay. On 14, Eleanor, I'm going to do 14 and 15, but not 16 with y'all. It's asking for the domain. So, Eleanor, what did the domain mean? X. So, remember, x values on the graph are left and right. So, let's start on the farthest left point. What's the x value for that point? -3. This is Eleanor's question. The point that's farthest to the left,
1, 2, 3.
or no, is it 4 actually?
No,
Negative
number
4.
14, it's -4.
Okay, chill out. Okay, what's the point just left of the y-axis? What's its x value? The point that's just to the left of the x-axis, what's its x value? -1. The point to the right of the x-axis, what's its x value? 2. And the point all the way to the right. Whoops, I put a parentheses. Okay, and then when we switch to range, we're doing y values. So now we have to think about up and down, up and down. So let's start with the lowest y value, which is at the bottom. What's the y value of the lowest point? -3. Then keep going up. What's the next highest? Next. Top. Alright, you guys see where she got those from? She's just stating the coordinates of each point on number 14. We stated the x coordinates first, up here, and then the y coordinates down there. Okay, like a lot of these problems, it's also asking, is this a function? So is number 14 a function?
Yes.
Yes, because, how did you know that?
Because the vertical line thing.
It passes the vertical line test. It's a 100% chance if you know what you're doing. If you draw a vertical line, it only hits the graph at most one time. So yes, it is a function. Okay, so what's different about 15?
It's not just a solid line.
Yeah, it's not just a few points, it's a solid line. I think this is where we get in trouble. How many numbers are there between 0 and 1? I'm just... Okay, the correct answer is infinite. Because if I said 0.5, that would be like right here. If I said 0.05, that'd be like over here. 0.005, 0.0005. Between any two numbers, there's infinite numbers. So you can't just say the numbers that are included are like 0, 1, and 2. It's all the infinite numbers between two numbers.
So would it be in between -3 and 4?
Okay, hold on. This is Leah's turn. So Leah, on the domain, we need to go left and right. So how far left does number 15 go? 15, how far left does it go? Yeah, well, actually 4, doesn't it?
It's an open circle.
Okay, it approaches -4 though, right? So -4 will be the limit. It approaches -4, never gets there, but we'll fix that in a second. And then how far right does it go? Almost. How far does it almost go? How far right does the graph go? Okay, that point on the right has coordinates like 3, 4, right? So it's going 3 to the right. Okay. Now, every point between these two, every x value between -4 and 3 is filled in. So how do we write that? Like this. This is stating that x is bigger than -4 and smaller than 3. Why did I not put equal to symbols down there? Because the circle's not filled in. So this means -4 and 3 are not included in the answer. Just everything like 4.000001 is included. Okay, range. Kinsey, why don't you try this? Range is y values, so what's the lowest y value that it approaches? -3. That bottom point has a y value of -3. That's how far down it goes. Then how high does it go? Almost. 4. So all the y values between there are filled in, and this is how we would write that. Y is between -3 and 4. Is it a function? Yes. It passes the vertical line test. Anywhere you draw a vertical line, it only hits the graph once. 17, you need your graph paper. So number 2 is the only graph so far, and then 17 and 18 also.
I thought you said we were doing 16 together.
No, I said we weren't doing 16 together.
On 16 with the less than's have the 100.
Yes, because on 16, it actually does reach those points. So 16, you should have less than or equal to symbol. All right, 17, let me copy it down a little bit. Y equals 2x minus 4. x equals 0, 2, and 5. So how are we going to graph this?
Going to 5.
Table. And what goes right here? 0 to 5. Okay, these are the x values. This is the domain. 2 times 0 minus 4. Negative 4. And the 2 times 2 minus 4. And the 5, 2 times 5 minus 4. 6. I probably should have switched to graph paper. I just realized. You guys got the table copied down? Because it's about to go bye-bye. Can somebody tell me what the table said?
0, 2, 5, negative 4, 0, 6. Good job, worker.
Alright, and then we just graph those 3 points. 0, negative 4. Oops. 2, 0, 2, 0. 5, 6. If you do it right, your points should be in the line. That's most of the problems we did this chapter, that's true, except for the x squared problems that we did. Should we connect the dots? No. Because there's only 3 members of the domain. There's only 3 points. So that's it. The end. Oh, is it a function, right? Don't forget, like, so that'd be some easy points you're throwing away. What is it a function? Yeah. Passes a vertical line test. Anywhere you draw a vertical line, it only hits once. At most. Okay, 18 is another weird one, so you guys are getting help on this one. Again, this is kind of like next chapter's thing, not really this chapter. We're drawing a bunch of lines next chapter.
Where are we stopping? Can you tell me what we're doing?
Maybe we'll do a couple more, maybe 24. Oh, I didn't put 24 up there.
You got 25 to 30, and then 36 to 42. Go to 30.
Stop
What?
here.
Let's go to 27.
I would say we just finished.
Yeah, why don't we just go to 30? No, that's not 30.
Let's see, what does that say, 5? Okay, 18, it says x equals 2. This is kind of like number 10 where it said y equals 3. Where on the graph does x equal 2 at?
Oh, that's a good score. Just 0.
No, I'm not pointing at the answer. This is my starting point.
X equals
Where does on the graph does x equal 2?
up 2.
No,
Right 2.
right 2. Okay, this point right here is like 2, 0.
Let's say 40.
Oh my gosh.
40?
40.
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Boy.
Okay, this is 2, 0, but x also equals 2 right here, and right here, and right here, and right there, and there, and there, and there. So all along this vertical line,
It's 2.
x equals 2, because this is like 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, negative 1. But we're only doing y values from negative 2 to 5. So we're only going down to negative 2 and up to positive 5. 1, 2,
So would it make like a U or is it a straight line?
It's a straight line.
And do we draw it?
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
So yes, that.
The the dots weren't really important. I was just making a point that all these dots have an x value too. So that's why we drew a solid
Why
line.
is that? Oh,
Okay, is it a function?
no.
No. If you draw the vertical line, it's going to hit infinite times. So it fails miserably.
Heck yeah.
What is it, 2? What are we?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Why does it go down so far? It's a negative 2, that's why. I'm at 3.
Okay. I think on 25, 26, 27, I'll just do 25 with you guys. You guys can graph it yourself. Alright. Not really anything new here. It's just kind of the same old thing. G of x equals x squared minus 3. Yeah, you can do it on normal paper if you want to. 27 is graphing. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2.
This is not.
Yucky. Alright, 25 says make a table, so guess what?
X's and Y's.
X's and Y's.
Wait.
So the X's are the domain, right?
Yep.
So that's -2.
You know what? I'm gonna make room. Yeah.
Okay, if I plug in -2,
Squared would be 2.
no.
Can I not count?
Okay, if I plug in -2 like this into my calculator, I would get it wrong. Does anybody know why this would be wrong?
Because
Because you want to square the negative as well as the 2. So it should be like this. What is -2 squared? +4. -2 times -2 is +4. Minus 3.
1. Good job, Luke.
Okay. -1 squared. Okay, putting this guy right here. Uh-oh. 1 minus 3. -2. 0 squared. Minus 3. 1 squared. 1 minus 3. There's a little bit of symmetry going on here. 2 squared.
Let me guess. 1.
4 minus 3. Okay. You guys see the symmetry?
It's like similar.
26 says write this function as ordered pairs. What does ordered pairs mean?
The circles.
Parentheses.
Oh, shoot.
That's the
Oh.
domain.
So basically you just rewrite this in parentheses form. But on 27 you're supposed to graph those. Do you guys remember what shape the x squared took? The U-ish? Yeah, it's called a parabola, but yeah, it's almost like a U. Parabola? But yeah, it's a U. Looks kind of like a U. Would we connect the dots? No, we're not supposed to because we only have 5 domain members. Yeah.
On the -1, it just -1 is the
-1 squared is 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, do a couple evens. Number 2 is just graphing like 4 points. It'll take you no time. You're like, I'll show you how long it can take me.